Yesterday, I posted a clip talking about why I believe it's men's duty to speak up and say something and intervene when they see men in public harassing women and children. And I got a bunch of cowardly comments from little scared boys talking about imaginary scenarios about why they couldn't ever possibly intervene. And I'm here to just kind of respond to that and say, I'm sorry, fellas, but that's your responsibility. As a man, it is our responsibility to look after weaker people that are around us. And that means women and children. And I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and tell you that it's not scary, right, to intervene, to say something when you see a deranged person harassing someone. That clip that I posted was my thoughts after I intervened. A deranged man was harassing a young woman on Bentley Station 4 or 5 days ago. And what I did was I stood up and I said, "Oi, cunt! You fucking leave her alone!" That's what I did, right? Scared the shit out of him. And I did that because I looked around. There were 30 other people on the train station that were way closer than me, that were in a better physical position to help out, to say something. But I knew that they weren't going to do anything because I understand the bystander effect and its effect on people. People don't do anything because people aren't doing anything. We've seen the social experiment of people sitting in a waiting room, smoke coming under the door, and the one person who isn't part of the experiment isn't leaving the room because nobody else is. People would literally rather sit in a room that might burn them to death than stick out from the crowd. And understanding that is very powerful and very empowering, because you need to understand that when you're in public and you see something fucked going on, you must do something because it's statistically likely that nobody else will. And that is our responsibility, fellas, as men. I'm not going to sit here and say it's a great responsibility to have. It sucks that we got to do it. It's scary. It's potentially dangerous, but it's our responsibility nonetheless, because what are you going to do? You're going to leave it up to the girl getting harassed? Oh, better her than me. You're a coward, right? You're scared. You're a little baby, and you're not a man at all, because a man is someone who steps up and steps in, right? And I'm not telling you that you got to be John Wick, all right? I have intervened dozens of times in my life. It has not once ever escalated to violence, because I'm not escalating it. All that a man who is harassing a woman really needs to stop is another man in his presence going, "Hey, I see you and I'm judging you for it," right? That's 99% of the time all that is needed to stop another man. And what you'll find, at least in my experience, is that when you're the first person to speak up, the strangers around you that were too scared now suddenly have permission, and you've actually inspired them, and they will lend their voices. But you got to understand that you have to say something, and you have to be the first one to do it. Don't wait for someone else to do it, because it's likely that they won't. And the reason why I talk about this is because I think it's incredibly important as men to inspire other men to action, right? I'm a foster father. I live in Frankston. I see this shit all the time. And I know that the only person who can stop it is the man that's there when it's happening. And that's you. And if you're too scared, if you're a little baby, that's fine. I'm not going to judge you for it. But you don't get to go around thinking that you're a good man when in your head you know that you would never step in, or that you're in comment sections trying to tell people why they shouldn't or why it's okay to not. That's not what a good man is. That's a coward. And if you're a coward and a little baby and a little boy and you're scared, that's okay, mate. But don't you dare compare yourself to real men, because we're the ones who are going to step in, because we understand that it's our responsibility